Hi, welcome back to my sewing vlog, The Seaside Sewist. I'm Natalie and today we're just going to have a little chatty catch-up vlog, I think. I'm getting ready to go out for the day. I've got my cup of tea, which I've just made, so it's probably too hot. And I'm just going to catch up with the last couple of weeks. So I am wearing a new make. It is the Alex shirt by Sew Over It, and it's in this fabric that's got like quirky animals. So it's got a head of one animal and the tail of another, and I got this from First for Fabrics, and when I was in there the other day they still had plenty left, so I will link First for Fabrics down below and you can go and check that out. So it's a lovely cotton. I'll put a picture in of me wearing this, but I will talk about it more on my makes video. So the Alex shirt and shirt dress are part of the City Dreaming ebook that I've had for a little while, but that is a great book as well. There's about 5 or 6 patterns, and I've made quite a few of them. So yep, it's nice and cool on today. I've actually got like a vest top underneath it. So I'm off out for the day and I just thought it was nice to put on as a layering piece. So yes. So what have I been up to? So last Wednesday was my sewing social and we celebrated a whole year. I can't believe that they've stuck with me for a whole year, but it was such a lovely day. We probably had the most, or nearly the most, ladies that we'd ever had there. And we had a few special things. We had some non-alcoholic fizz at lunchtime, and there was some raffle prizes to win as well. So there was a lot of little things going on. And then when we sat down for lunch, the ladies surprised me with a lovely gift, and I was just so touched. You know, I think they really appreciate the socials and me organising fabric days out and things like that. But I didn't expect anything from them in return, and I'll pop a picture in. So they got me a lovely big gift box, and inside was some dairy-free treats, some chocolate and some biscuits, and there was some tea bags in there. And then there was a voucher for David Austin roses for me to choose a rose for my garden, which I think is absolutely lovely. And I'm filling up now. I think it was just such a lovely thing to do. So thank you. Thank you very much. Silly me getting all emotional. No, I think it was just a lovely thing to do, and I'm going to take my time choosing a rose bush, and it is going to be my Sewing North rose bush. And I do love getting them all together every month. It's great. So in August, anyone watching that is local, in August we do have the Sewing Social on the 21st of August. However, on the 14th, the week before, we do have a pattern adjustment class where we are going to be with a qualified teacher, and she's going to show us how to adjust a top pattern for to fit our body shape. So anybody who is interested in that, there is still spaces there. I do need to order the patterns and things. So you get the pattern provided and you get lunch, and it's £65 per person. And it is from 10 till 4, so let me know if you do want to join in. So that was that day. We then, at the weekend, so I had 3 days off last week. I took a day's holiday. At the weekend, I met up with 2 friends that I've met through the sewing community, Nova and Jane, and we went to Newcastle Frocktails, or a night on the Toon as it was called. So Newcastle is about an hour and 10 minutes from here. It was too far to come back the next day on the night. It was too far to come back on the night, so we made a weekend of it. We met at the hotel to pop our bags in about 10:30 on Saturday morning, and then we got the metro up to First for Fabrics. Julie was there. I had a little bit of a chat with Julie, and I went with intention. I wanted 2 fabrics and I was collecting a fabric. So I'll put a little video in of me at the hotel talking through those fabrics. So we went fabric shopping, we came back over into Newcastle, went into John Lewis for a little bit of a look around, and then we went back to our hotel where we had something to eat in a restaurant called Social Bird that is there. We had something to eat and then we checked in about 3 o'clock, and then we had a couple of hours to have a relax, have a cup of tea and get ourselves all ready for the night. So I'll put the little insert of the video in that I did at the hotel to talk you through the fabrics that I bought for First for Fabrics. So I'm here in my hotel room in Newcastle because tonight is Newcastle Frocktails. So I've come up with 2 friends, Nova and Jane, and we've just had lunch in the hotel, and this morning we met and we went to First for Fabrics. So I'm just going to show you what I have bought. So if you watch First for Fabrics Instagram stories, they have a fabric of the week every week at the minute, and this viscose jersey was on this week. So I ordered some and picked it up today. So I got, I think it was 3 meters. There was 3 colorways, and I got 3 meters of the blue colorway to make a wrap dress. And it is a blue leopard print. Really good quality. Really great amount of stretch, I think. Good amount of stretch. So I can't wait to make a wrap dress in that. And then, so I had an intention for that fabric, and then I had an intention to make another 2 patterns, 2 size me sewing patterns. So one is the size me sewing serene jumpsuit, and I have bought this cotton to make that. There was a beautiful stripy embroidery anglaise, but it was very summery, so I went for this because I thought it could take me through to the autumn, because I want to make the full length trousers. So I needed 3 meters, but because this isn't 150 centimeters wide, I bought 4. So it's like a navy background with like ferns on in 3 different colours. So I just thought that would be lovely for that. It was actually quite funny when I walked in. I've only been in once before, and Julie spotted me straight away and said, "I didn't know you were coming today." I was like, yes, we're here for the Frocktails. So that was that, and then I want to make the trouser pattern, the quite tailored trouser. I think it's the Florence trouser. I'll put a picture up anyway. So I bought, I think it's is it stretch cotton? I think it's a stretch cotton, very slight stretch, but it's literally just a navy. So it's a lovely quality. It's more of like a twill kind of like quality really. So I just thought that would look really crisp to do the Florence trousers that got a pleat and everything in. I've got pleats and pockets and sort of very tailored sailor sort of look. So that is what I bought. So we've checked into our hotel rooms and we've got maybe 2.5 hours. So I'm just gonna, I brought my garment steamer, I'm gonna steam my dress, just have a nice shower, take my makeup off, put it all back on, have a cup of tea and just have a little bit of a relax before we go out tonight. So it's literally about a 30-second walk from the hotel, which is great, and it'll be great tonight when it's finished. So yeah, so I will share some of that as well. I'll share pictures of my dress, of course, and I did make a little bag to go with my dress. I'll just get that. So this is the bag that I made. So this is the fabric that I made my dress in. So it's like a blue viscose with like bouquets on. And I made the sew over it bow bag. I put an invisible zip in, lined it with the same fabric, and then it's got a bow on the front, so you can just hold it like this, or you can actually put your hand through and hold it that way. So that's a bit of a sneak peek. My dress wasn't without its problems, and I'll share that in another vlog because it had a lot of problems. I can't believe it actually made it to Newcastle with me, but so I'm going to leave you now and I'm going to have a bit of a relax and a cup of tea before I start getting ready. So as you can see, I did buy 3 fabrics, but I have intentions for all of them. They're all washed and ready to go. So we got all dressed up in our glad rags. I will talk you through my dress that I made in another vlog. It might need its own vlog because it was a nightmare from day one. But I rescued it, and the dress that you see has a half circle skirt. It was meant to have a full circle skirt, but we will talk through that when I share it in my makes video. So we were really lucky. The venue, which was the Black Swan, was literally, I'm not even going to exaggerate, it was about a 30-second walk across the road. We couldn't have got the hotel any closer. So we went in and everyone got a goodie bag, which I'll show you what I got in that in a minute. And we just sat down. We sort of sat together. I was a little bit nervous, I'm not going to lie. You know, people think that you sit in front of the camera and do a vlog and you're really outgoing and you're an extrovert. I am very much not. I'm quite an introvert. I have gained my confidence in the last couple of years from meeting people from socials and sewing meetups. And it's very easy to start a conversation with a fellow sewers because it's like, wow, I love your dress. What pattern is it? Where did you get the fabric? So straight away you've got some common ground there. I met some lovely people who I had followed for quite a while, and some that followed me but I didn't realise. It was quite surreal being recognised from YouTube. That was quite surreal, but we kind of sat with Sue, So Like Dottie, Alison, So Like Dottie, the fibro sewist, who is Vicky. I met Leah, the lovely ladies who put the occasion on, and it was just a lovely night. So signed up for the catwalk, so we did the catwalk, and there was some lovely prizes won there from other people. There was food, there was a DJ and a disco, and there was like a loud room with the disco and the DJ, and then there was like a seating area so you could sit and chat, and it was just a lovely night. Really enjoyed it. Really, I would go back again next year. I'd like it, I think, to be outside of the city centre, because even though the ticket was a really good price, we ended up paying quite a lot of money for the hotel that we stayed in because it was Saturday night city centre, and that was one of the cheapest hotels. But there was a few things going on that night in Newcastle. There was a comedian on at an arena, I think, and it was Ladies' Day at the races, so a lot of the cheaper than that hotels had already gone months before. But it was fine. As I said, we treated it like a weekend away. Let's go back to our rooms and had a good sleep. We didn't get back too late, and then we got up the next morning and had breakfast together. And then, if you don't know Newcastle, on a Sunday down by the quayside there's a market, and it's a bit of a foodie market at one end and then crafts at the other, but it's a massive market. So myself and Jane said goodbye to Nova, and we went down to the quayside market for a couple of hours, sat and had a cup of tea in a bar, and then got the train home. And then I was so tired for the rest of the night, but it was such a good weekend. You know, I did put a shout out on Instagram. If there's ever anything like this that's going on that you want to be involved with, but you're scared to go on your own. There was people at Newcastle Frocktails that had gone by themselves and they came away with a whole load of new friends. Just do it. Just reach out to other people. Reach out to the event organisers and see if there's some way they can put you in touch with other people. The sewing communities is such a lovely and welcoming community. You know, go for it. It's absolutely amazing. So I'll show you what was in the goodie bag. So this is the little goodie bags that we got given. This is my name badge that I stuck on there during the night so I didn't lose it, but it's got this lovely sewing machine sticker on. And I'm just going to empty it out rather than being annoying. So there was 2 discount codes in there. There was a Sew Me Sunshine one, and then there was also a First for Fabrics one. That I'd just spent my money in First for Fabrics, but I'm sure I can spend it again. There was a pack of 6 handmade with love buttons, like a wooden button, which would be lovely, I think, to put on maybe some, like a bag or some crocheted or knitted things. There was 2 lots of labels. So a night on the Toon. I might sew one of those into the dress that I made. And then there was some labels from Little Rosy Cheeks saying I made this, so they could go in my label stash. There was one of these little things that, if you don't know what they are, I'll sort of demonstrate it now. So if you are using a thread and you've put some on a bobbin and you either are moving on to a new project and there's some left over, or you're in between projects and you need to keep them together, you pop the bobbin onto there and then the thread, and it keeps them all together like that. And I use those all the time, actually. Got a big bag of them somewhere, but I use them all the time, and they just keep everything together. So I can go in there. You got this gorgeous pair of earrings. I'm actually going to take them out of the plastic to show you. So it's a gorgeous pair of earrings where I think they've made them using fabric. So they're beautiful. A bag of sewing clips. A pencil that says A Night on the Toon. It's a lovely little sticker. some handmade with love stickers. Some more little metal handmade see them very well. It says handmade in the like a little metal thing with a hole in the top, so you can sew them into things. And then this lovely little thing, which I think a lot of people didn't understand what this was, and we should have used it on the night. It actually goes onto a wine glass. So if you are, so it's like a metal hoop with a sewing machine charm on, and you put it around the stem of your wine glass so that you don't get it lost in a room of sewists. But they were all probably sewing machines, so that wouldn't have worked. So yeah, that was a lovely little goodie bag, and I am excited to go again next year, I think. So yes, so that was my weekend. I literally slept for most of, I think I got back about 2:30, and by 7 o'clock I'd had a bath and I was in bed reading, but I kept dozing off. I was so tired. So yeah, so it was lovely, really enjoyed it. One last thing to chat to you about is so for you, those of you who don't know, I have an Etsy shop, and it has things like sewing machine covers and vintage patterns and Liberty buttons and things like that in it. And I put a shout out on Instagram a few months ago to see if anyone would be interested in an autumn gift box of sock yarn. So even though I haven't ever made socks, I've got a lovely little stash of sock yarn of my own. So I'm hopefully going to be working with the small business Peggy May Yarns, and she is going to design an exclusive sock yarn scheme for these boxes. So I'll put the link to my Etsy shop is below, but I will put a link to the product. There's going to be a limited number pre-orders. I can add to those if people are interested and they sell out. But it's literally going to be a gift box for yourself or for somebody else, dispatched at the end of September, for you to either knit or crochet some socks. So in the kit you will get the exclusive skein of yarn. There'll be an autumn themed project bag made by myself, and then lots of other little autumnal gifts in there. So there might be things like wax melts, and I don't want to tell you too much because it's supposed to be a surprise box, but they're priced at £40, and I'm going to be delivering UK and worldwide. So anyone that follows me who isn't in the UK, you can still order these. So as I say, yeah, pre-order is now, so I can get numbers of how many skeins to order, and then they will be dispatched at the end of September. So I'd love your support if you would like to go over and order one of those. So thank you very much for watching this blog. Please give me a thumbs up if you have enjoyed it, and please subscribe if you don't already. Did you go to a night on the toon and we just didn't get to have a chat? Let me know. What did you think of your goodie bag? What do you think of my Alex shirt? Have you made this? I think it's quite oversized actually, but I think it's meant to be that way because you can actually make it into a dress and then cinch it in with a belt, but hey ho. Right, until next time, bye.